Okay, so now I've got this area open with the radio out and the climate controls out. So these little springs back here, those want to interfere with the radio when you install it. Also, harness wiring wants to get caught in here as you slide the new radio in place. So we're going to pull this entire bracket out. I've done it other ways where I've actually taken 10 snips and I've trimmed this little spring steel part off on both sides. That's the bracket that holds the back of the radio, factory radio, in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off part of what's called the horseshoe here. See if I can hold the camera steady. Watch your leverage points once again, but all you need to do is get behind here, get a little twist sometimes. Once you get part of it work loose, there you go. Some of the later cars, this horseshoe is one piece. This piece, it snaps off on both sides. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that screw way back inside of there. See if I can point it out. So that is the screw right there. I'm going to pull that screw on each side, and that entire bracket's going to come out for me. So there's this piece out of the car. I'm just going to discard it and then snap my horseshoe pieces back in place. If you do unplug, what's cool is they've color coded some of these plugs. You'll find yeah, there you go, yellow sticker lines up with the yellow plug. Don't know why there's a green stick with a black plug, but on the sides where they have a lot of things plugged in, like say the right side here, you'll find that it seems like they're color coded all or most of the time. Yeah, so we've got our area prepped, ready to pull some harnesses through. I'm going to actually pull this back through, and I'm going to pull it down from underneath there. I'm going to lay down on that driver floor, and I'm going to do the old exercise where I snake this guy down to the very bottom position to plug in the climate controls there. So here's one important thing. This little metal tab here contacts the side of the factory radio on an insulated area. There's actually a sticker on the side of the factory radio. So presumably, if the radio were removed while the car alarm was armed and they slid the radio out, it would then come in contact with part of the chassis, the radio, that would effectively ground this. And this corresponds to it. This would then connect to this is connected to the factory alarm. It's one of the quote-unquote triggers, and then that would trigger the actual alarm. So we need to make certain when putting a new radio in one of these cars, 99 to 02, or probably 97 to 02 on the Boxster side, 99 to 02 on the 996 side, we disconnect it and we tape this off. Because if this is left in place, the new mounting sleeve for the new radio is slid into place, whether it's a singled in or a doubled in, that metal chassis will contact that, effectively grounding it, and you go to arm your factory alarm. What you get is you get an extra, you'll get a honk when you go to arm it. It'll probably flash the lights for you too, and then the LED on top of the dash will have a double flash telling you that the alarm is not secured because it's got an open zone or trigger.